Okay, this is number 34, converting the following base 2 numeral to base 10. So this should have had a subscript, so let's fix that. If I'm going from base 2 to base 10, I'm going from their system to ours. Our system is base 10. And when that happens, I know I have to multiply. So what I'm going to do is expand all this out. So I'm going to start with the far right one. So 1 times 2 raised to the plus. 1 times 2 raised to the plus. 0 times 2 raised to the plus. Another 0 times 2 raised to the plus. 0 times 2 raised to the plus. 0 times 2 raised to the. So I'm just going to check really quick to make sure I have all the numbers. So 1, 1, 0, and I have 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I start at the back. I go 2 to the 0, 2 to the first, 2 to the second, 2 to the third, 2 to the fourth, and 2 to the fifth. So now I'm going to multiply this all out. So this becomes 1 times 2 to the fifth. 2 to the fifth is 32. All right, I'm going to put this over here. 1 times 32 is 32 plus. 1 times 2 to the fourth is 16. 1 times 16 is 16 plus. This becomes 0 times 8, and anything times 0 is 0. Plus 0 times 2 squared is 4. 0 times 4 is 0. Plus 0 times 2 is 0. Plus 0 times 1 is 0. So 32 plus 16 equals 48. Okay, so 48 is 110000 base 2. In our system, it's the number 48. Okay, so 35, convert from 166 to base 4. So we're going from our system, this regular number, to theirs. And when you do that, you're going to have to divide. Okay, so my first step is to figure out where I start. I'm in base 4, so I'm going to list out all the bases until I get close to 166. So 4 to the 0 is 1. 4 to the first is 4. 4 to the second is 16. 4 to the third is, I think it's 64, but let me double check. Whoops, calculator came off. 16 times 4 is 64, I was right. All right, getting close, but let's try 4 to the fourth just to make sure. So 4 raised to the fourth power is going to give me 256, which is too big. So I'm going to start at 4 to the third. So that's what I'm going to divide by. Okay, so I'm going to take the original number, 166. I'm going to divide by 4 to the third, which is 64. I'm also going to make a little note just to let myself know that I started 4 to the third. So 166 divided by 64, by the way, you should have your calculator out. It goes into it 2.59 blah, blah, blah. I'm interested in an actual number remainder and not a decimal. So I'm going to keep the 2. Now in order to do long division, I have to take 64 times 2. 64 times 2 is 128. Now I'm going to subtract that from 166, and that is my remainder. Okay, I'm going to take the remainder, 38, and drop it down to the next positional system down, which is 4 to the second. 4 to the second is 16. So 16 goes into 38. So do 38 divided by 16, and you'll see it goes into a 2.375. So again, just keep the 2. You're going to double 16 and find out 16 times 2 is 32. Subtract. 38 minus 32 is 6. This is the remainder. Okay, so I take the remainder and I drop it down to the next positional system down, which is 4 to the first. 4 to the first is 4. So I divide 6 by 4, which we know is 1. Then I take 1 times 4, which is 4, and subtract. So 2 is the remainder. Okay, and I'm almost done because once you get down to the 0 power, 4 to the 0, I take the remainder divided by 4 to the 0, which is 1. 1 goes into 2, twice. And now I'm finished. No remainder left. Okay? All right, so my answer, I go in order. 4 to the third, it was a 2. 4 to the second, it was a 2. 4 to the first, it was a 1. And 4 to the 0, it was a 2. So my answer is going to be 2, 2, 1, 2, base 4. Okay? All right. And by the way, you need that little subscript in your answer when you go to their system, and okay, because it's letting me know that it's not in a base 10 system. 36. Convert the following base 10 numeral to a base 2 numeral and enter your answer in the box. Again, we're going from our system to theirs. And we're doing base 2. Okay? So my first step is to write down all the base 2 values. So 2 to the 0 is 1. 2 to the first is 2. 2 to the second is 4. 2 to the third is 8. 2 to the fourth is 16. And 2 to the fifth is 32. Now I'm going to do 2 to the sixth because remember I'm trying to get as close to 53 as possible without going over. And that's 64. That's too big. So I'm going to start with 2 to the fifth. Okay, so I'm going to take 53 and I'm going to divide it by 2 to the fifth, which is 32. So 32 goes into 53 once. And the remainder is going to be 21. Okay, so I'm going to take the remainder of 21 and divide it by the next position down, which is 2 to the fourth. 2 to the fourth is 16. 16 goes into 21 again once. Okay, so this becomes a remainder of 5. Okay, take the remainder of 5 and we go down to 2 to the third. Now 2 to the third is 8. 8 is too big. So when that happens, I have to put a 0 placeholder and take the remainder and drop it down to the next positional system down, which is 2 squared. Okay, so I'm going to take my remainder and move it down. So now 2 squared is going into that, which is 4. 4 goes into 5 once. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract, we get 1. Okay, I'm going to take 1, drop it down to 2 to the first. And I wrote 2 to the second accident. It should be 2 to the first. So 2 to the first is 2. 2 goes into 1 0 times. This number, we're going to have to take that remainder and bring it down a level. So 1, and I'm taking it to 2 to the 0. Remember, 2 to the 0 is 1. 1 divided by 1 is 1. Okay? All right, so let's highlight what we got. We got 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay? So I'm going to write that down in order. 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. And this is base 2. So my answer is going to be 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Base 2. Okay, guys. So that's the end of the review sheet. Now, to study for the test, if you can do this without a hitch and you understand the processes, you should be fine for the test. However, I still would go back through my notes and practice some problems. You also are supposed to do the mom review. That's supposed to help as well. But remember, this test is big, so you definitely don't want to slack off on it. And it will affect you if you don't do well. All right. Thank you for watching and best of luck to each and every one of you.